Hey beauties, it's Riri. Welcome back to another day of Christmas. Today is going to be a full face of first impressions. Pretty much all this came from my beautiful friend Kate. I will pop her beautiful face right here, and of course she will be linked down below. Please go show her some love. But 90% of this came in my swap box from Kate, so I wanted to sit down and do kind of a dedicated video for all of the products that she sent me. We are going to be starting our eyes today, so I do not have any complexion products on yet. And we're going to be diving into the BPerfect Cosmetics Carnival, the Antidote palette. As you can see, it is still fully sealed. Also, why I am opening this and just running my mouth, I'm going to pop up a little video of all of the products I will be using today. I think I'm going to start doing that when I do a full face of first impressions, because as I'm kind of showing every single product, describing the product, looking at it, etc., it really, in my opinion, takes up a little bit too much time in my intro, and I just want to dive straight in. So you will see that little video as I'm opening up the palette. This way you know already at the beginning of the video, are you interested in what I'm going to be showcasing or not? So we have the palette open. If you've been here with me, you know that I love warm tones, warm tone neutrals, greens, golds. It is so much more beautiful in person. So I'm over the moon excited for this. So definitely a bunch of beautiful warm tones, warm tone neutrals, lots of greens, lots of grunge, tons and tons of neutrals in here, which I really appreciate, because even if you're not super into green or super into kind of oranges, reds, yellows, there are a lot of shades in here that you could literally use for, there are a lot of shades in here that anybody could use and literally for any occasion. So I'm not going to obviously swatch this. We would be here for 3 years. And because it has been out for a little while, I'm sure there are videos out there, and you can also go to their social media and I'm sure see some swatches. I'm going to prime with my ABH eye primer. It's my favorite. We're going to prime with this, and then we are going to dive in and do a look. I never planned these. You guys know that. So, it may be a shit show. Also, my first impression videos, you guys know I really try my hardest to keep everything really, really short. I try my best to not make too many very long videos. I know a lot of you don't really mind that, but just keep in mind when it's a first impressions, really try to be thorough. I try to do things in real time, so they are a little bit longer, so y'all know what I say. Grab your tacos and your tequila, your milk and your cookies, your Doritos, your Cheetos, your Fritos, your gingerbread, your fruitcake, your panettone. Grab whatever you need to grab for the next 30 minutes or so. And sit back and relax and enjoy the show. I do greatly appreciate you being here in advance. And I know I don't typically start with my eyes, but I haven't used this palette before, and I really just want to be able to kind of go wild and do my eyes. So I'm going to look a little bit freakish for just a little while. I cannot believe we are less than a week away from Christmas. This is insanity to me, which also means that my son's birthday is coming up. Do you have a December birthday? Does anyone that you know or love have a December birthday? I would like to know. Y'all know I'm nosy as hell. So I think, I don't even know where to go, y'all. And I definitely want to play with a couple of the Wenzdae Cosmetics Flakes as well. So I need to make sure that I use something that's going to be, I guess, complementary to that and to the peachy blush I'm going to use. So I think I'm going to go into Pompous first, which is a very, very light peachy shade right here. And I'm going to put that in my crease. And of course, because I have hooded lids, we go slightly above so that when our eyes are open, we actually see the work we're doing. I'm waiting on my Walmart delivery for today. If you know, I do not leave my house pretty much ever. And I do Instacart or I do Walmart delivery one time a week. So I just ordered all of our Christmas dinner items. Let's talk dinner. Let's talk Christmas dinner. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, that's also fine. Let's talk about your own personal favorite meals, your own favorite side dishes, things like that. So I prefer ham. I am not a turkey person. I prefer to do a small like roasting chicken, and I stuff it with herbs and butter and lemons and oranges, and it's just freaking amazing. But yeah, I'm not the biggest turkey fan. This shadow looks really, really beautiful, and it's true to pan color. What I'm seeing in here is absolutely what is on my lids, so I like that. We'll pick our next shade and then we'll keep talking. I definitely want to just go deeper and deeper. We want to play with as many shades as we possibly can. So I think I'm going to go into Pretty Peachy, which is more of like a mid-tone yellow. And there's not much kickback in here at all, you guys. I'm actually quite shocked by that. And the pickup on the brush is really nice as well. And I'm going to stay in the crease and just come down slightly more than what the other shade is. But I am nosy as hell. What do you guys make for holiday dinners or celebration dinners? Again, if you don't celebrate. I make a ham, and I don't do, I guess, a traditional ham, if you will. I do a whole smoked picnic, and I score it. I start it the day before or the night before any, given holiday. I'm going to be making the ham. But I like to score the fat, and I press brown sugar, like a shit ton of brown sugar, into the ham, and then I put cheer wine over it. I don't know, it sounds insane, but y'all, it's freaking amazing. Just kind of the sweetness and the kind of caramelization that the soda and the brown sugar have. It's just a really beautiful kind of counterbalance to the, salty smokiness. It is so damn good, you guys. And I bake it at 450 for about 45 minutes and get a nice sugary crust on the outside of the ham. And then I turn it all the way down to 275 degrees and I literally cook it overnight. And then when you get up the next morning, I literally pull out the big bone and then you just pull it like pulled pork or barbecue. It's amazing and everybody loves it. And it always goes. I will say these seem slightly dry to me. I'm pretty sure, are they pressed pigments? I think they probably are pressed pigments. I mean, they're working beautifully. It just says matte shades. I'm not sure. Let me know if you've tried this. I mean, the formula is beautiful, and again, it is true to, palette, and it is true to pan shade. I just feel like they're slightly dry, that's all. Like, there's not a butteriness to them, I guess. I'm going to go back into Pompous. Just because I don't want to lose it. I really like that shade. And of course, we'll touch things up as we do our brows. Like I said, I've never used this, and I'm also playing with the Wenzdae Cosmetics. So I'd rather do the eyes first and then just clean everything up. I'm going to go into a slightly smaller and a little bit more firm brush. This is a Glam Light brush. I don't think it has a name to it. It's from last year's holiday collection. Now I'm going to go into the shade October, which is like this beautiful kind of rusty orange shade. And we're going to go in and intensify just the outer part. Yeah, again, they just feel slightly drier. I mean, they're definitely picking up beautifully. There's no kickback, which I really love. And they're all blending well. I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I can feel it. I feel it on my lids, if that makes any sense. But beautiful nonetheless. And I'm really going to build up this half of the lid. And I will do the lash line, of course, once our base is on. So I do the ham, and then I do roasted Brussels sprouts. That's really beautiful. And then I do roasted Brussels sprouts. And what I do is I do my bacon first in the oven, and then leave all the bacon grease on the sheet pan. I'll take the bacon out so it can drain and all that kind of stuff. And then I will use the exact same sheet pan with all that bacon grease on it and put my Brussels sprouts on. A little bit of salt and pepper. You don't need a lot of salt because obviously of the bacon and bacon grease. I do just a little bit of salt and pepper, and then I roast them in the oven until they get nice and charred, and oh my god, they're amazing too. And then when they come out, I will crumble up the bacon and put it on top, and it's just, they are delicious. And of course, I'm old school. I love old school cranberry sauce. Not the whole, it has to be the jellied. I love it. Okay, I really love it. And my favorite thing is to take stuffing or dressing, take stuffing and heat it up the next day and then put cranberry sauce on top of my stuffing and eat it like that. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, these are performing well. I'm gonna take that same fluffy brush and just kind of feather everything. I do feel like as I am going in with my brush, it takes away a lot of the pigment. Yeah, that part I don't like. It may be my base as well. Maybe these work better with a more kind of tacky base. I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna use a different brush, still a smaller, kind of more fluffy brush. I think I'm gonna mix a little bit of spiced coral as well in here, which is the kind of more bright orange. So I'm going in with October and spiced coral. You can see I have a lot on the brush. And I always do, you know, pressing, stamping motions and then kind of blend the product in. And doing our eyes, of course, we can just be a little bit more free. We can be a little bit more messy and not really worry about it so much, like it's down here on my face. I don't mind that at all. Okay, yeah, I just feel like the formula is dry, and that could just be me because I have very dry skin. I'm gonna come over here to this side and go into this Buttercup, which is like a really bright, bold yellow, because I feel like I need a little something. And this is definitely gonna be more of a summer look. Didn't think that through, did I? It's okay. It's, you know, July and Christmas. Christmas in July, July and Christmas. Yeah, okay, they are definitely pigmented. They do blend well together, but then they also somewhat blend away and are drier. I'm gonna definitely have to keep playing with this for sure. Yeah, it's okay. I feel like it's also like sticking just a little bit. This could be a me thing, you guys. I have very, very dry skin, so I'm gonna work on blending this for just a second. All right, I have some thoughts. I love the color story a whole lot, and I'm gonna swatch some shimmers. I was not gonna use any shimmers because I'm gonna use the Wenzdae Cosmetics, and I'm kind of debating that now, but I know that so many of you want to see the Wenzdae Cosmetics ones in action. The color story is beautiful. I'm gonna swatch some shimmers to see how they like swatch. They are very true to color, like what you see in the pan definitely applies to the eyes. And I'm going to reiterate this again. I have very, very dry skin, even on my eyelids. So it could be me, and I will test this again with more of a kind of creamy base that doesn't, I guess, set down. But I don't think I like it. I don't really know how to think. I don't want to say like I full on don't like it because I definitely need to test it again. It's not my favorite. So yeah, I'm on the fence. There's so many things I really love about it, and there are things that I don't really like about it. Again, it could be my base and it could be my dry skin, but it's just, I don't know. It's not really blending out the way that I personally like a shadow to blend out, and even from just the very first touch, they just feel to me a little bit more dry on my lids. So yeah, I'm gonna cut out a little bit of space right here so that we can go in with Wenzdae Cosmetics. But before I do that, I am gonna swatch a couple of the shimmers. And if you have used this palette, please, please, please let us know down below. I would love to know your thoughts. So I'm gonna go into Simmer right here. So that looks really, really pretty. I can see texture in it though. Hopefully you guys know what I'm saying in saying that. But it's very, very full, very high shine. That's lovely. I want to go into Venom, which is this kind of like burnished goldy green shade right here. Okay, they definitely swatch really, really beautifully. So yeah, I'm on the fence. I mean, it is pigmented, and maybe if I just did a different base, I wouldn't feel this way. I just feel like it's looking a little bit dry on my lids, and the shadow's kind of just going away a little bit. Yeah, I'll BRB. All right, beauties, I am back. Next, we're going to go into the Wenzdae Cosmetics Glitter Flake. This is Lixiviate. I hope I'm saying that right. And you can see it's like a beautiful peachy, golden, a little bit of green, orange. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to be very careful because my fan is on. Keep in mind, these are incredibly messy, so go slow, work slow. Turn your fan off if you can. So I'll get up close and you guys can see what this looks like. I do have a video kind of just showcasing what they look like with the mixing medium and then with a NYX glitter glue. My preference is the NYX glitter glue or any type of glitter glue. I'm going to go in with a flat brush, and where I cut the crease out, I am going to put a little bit of the glitter glue, and make sure you only put the glitter glue where you want this to stick at, guys. Because wherever you get the glitter glue at, it's definitely going to stick down on it. And it's also going to bring up or pull up a little bit of your shadow. So be mindful of that. I'm going to tap that out just a little bit. What is your favorite glitter glue? I would like to know. And we'll do the other side, and then we'll get back to talking about food. So I do the ham. I do the Brussels sprouts. Of course, we make mashed potatoes and gravy. We do yeast rolls. What else do we do? Mac and cheese. I feel like kind of all the usual suspects. I'd really like to start switching it up, but honestly, the way that we do things and just everybody's preferences, it kind of just works for our family. Like, we all really love Christmas dinner or holiday dinners that we have. But I would like to know what you guys cook. Do you have something different, something that's maybe not as traditional? I'd like to know. I also really love making candies and cookies and things like that during the holiday season. Going with the exact same brush, and just like I did in my other video, I will pop that up for you guys. I'm going to come in and kind of scoop underneath like this. And then I like to kind of look down a little bit, like I have a mirror right here. This is one of the main reasons why I don't like actual, like, you know, thick glitter or chunky glitter or loose glitter, because it can get in your eyes. That's why I'm telling you to just go slow, take your time, be easy with it. So exactly where we've cut out, we now have a sticky or tacky base. I have a little bit of product on here. I'm going to kind of lean forward just a little bit and kind of look down, and I'm going to press and then let go. This is my preferred method for these. You can do whatever, you know, float your boat. Do whatever you are more comfortable with. You can also practice and just kind of figure out maybe what works best for you. And you can see how beautiful and reflective that is. I am seeing pink, I'm seeing orange, I'm seeing yellow. Oh, it's absolutely stunning. I will also note, I did say this in my video, swatching these for you guys. If you have, like myself, dry textured skin, these have a tendency to crease. You're also going to end up seeing, you know, your fine lines and things like that. You also may have a tendency of this kind of cracking on you, and also it's going to show texture. So you guys know I'm always very transparent with y'all and let y'all know the truth. So you can see I'm not really getting it too many other places. There's a little bit of fallout on my face, but pretty much it's only going to grab onto where you have your sticky base at. And then using the, you know, kind of tacky brush also helps with that. And the reason I like to scoop from underneath, you guys, if I'm trying to dig in, it just kind of goes everywhere. It's pretty messy. Also, the reason I do that is because the actual kind of more fine glitter kind of falls to the bottom. So if I do it in like a scooping motion, I'm also picking up the little, you know, small glitters from the bottom of it. So we're going to do this other side. Again, I'm going to look down. These are beautiful. They're absolutely stunning. They're not maybe for everybody. They're also, as I said before, not beginner friendly. There's definitely a learning curve with these for sure. But I feel like the result, it speaks for itself. And of course I'll get up close and personal so y'all can see. So I'm putting it in place and just really trying to keep my eyes open as best I can. And really let it dry all the way. And then you'll see I'm kind of pushing it in where I did cut the crease area here, just so it's a little bit more clean. And then we'll go through and clean everything up. And then I think I want to layer these. It may not turn out right, but I also want to go in with the shade Transmute, which is a little bit more icy, has a little bit more of like blues and stuff in it, but I just want to try it on the inner corner and just see how it looks. All right, and I'm still gonna kind of keep my eyes down just a little bit. I'm gonna take that same exact wipe and just wipe away just any little fallout, little glitter flecks, and just clean up the look a little bit. I wish that I did not film on my phone so that I could take my phone right now and show you guys a picture of all the glitter and stuff that's all over. Incredibly messy again, but in my opinion, worth it. And again, I know these are not for everybody. I just think that they are absolutely stunning and quite beautiful, quite impactful. But keep in mind, if you have more dry or, you know, more mature lids, more crepey skin, textured skin, they're maybe not always going to work out for you. I think it's beautiful. Of course, you'll see it up close. We're going to do the lower lash line, all that. Next up, we're going to try a brow product, which is brand new to me. This is the Unicorn Cosmetics Bare Brows Super Lift Balm. And again, all the stuff has come from Kate in our swap, so thank you again to Kate. And as y'all can see, my brows are not quite as sparse as they used to be. They're not two little tiny lines anymore. So look, I'm working on it, y'all. I'm trying to really let this dry, you guys. So just bear with me. This is what the consistency looks like. Very strange. It's not quite as, I guess, hard, and like, it's not quite as like hard pressed as most are. Like I can actually get a little bit on my finger, which I'm not used to. So I'm just gonna go in with a spoolie that they sent. And I have found with these that less is more. When I tried the Patrick Ta one, I used way too much and didn't realize I had too much. And we're gonna go in, whoa. And what I like from a product like this is honestly just to hold the brow up for me. But I don't want it to be hard. I don't want it to be crunchy. But then opposite of that is I don't want it to be incredibly sticky or goopy either. I'm looking for kind of a mid-ground, if you will. And I really like this. It doesn't have any scent to it. I'm gonna grab a tiny, tiny bit more. And I will say, really be careful if you use these types of products and then go in and do your base. I have found sometimes that the product that's left on my skin can kind of disrupt my base, and I don't really like that. So just be cautious of that. So I'm pulling the front kind of straight up. So I'm pulling the front kind of straight up and then kind of fanning outward the rest of the hairs. Yeah, that works really, really well. We won't know obviously right this second if it's going to work all day, but you can see the difference in the two. So I'm going to pop off camera and I'm going to fill these in with my Juvia's Place brow pen, and then I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Eaze drops in the shade 8, and I will be RB. Alright beauties, we are back. I don't like the brow gel. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see, but my brows literally have already started falling down. And like I was saying, that sometimes they get kind of gloopy on the top and like your foundation and stuff doesn't work well. It's almost like I feel like I put Vaseline on my skin and I already feel like my brows have started to fall down and my brow pen wouldn't go through it. So yeah, we're not off to the best start today. Okay, next up, super excited about this. I'm going to go in with the Jouer Soft Focus Hydrate and Set Powder. I did purchase this myself. But I do have a discount code with Jouer, and that is an affiliate code. So if you do use that, I make a small commission. First of all, the packaging I love. And this is their Soft Focus Hydrate and Set Powder, and it is Radiant Translucent. Ooh. Has a protective cover on it. I'm going to tell you right now, looking at it, this is not translucent. There's definitely, you know, a base color there, and it reminds me a whole lot of the Glowish powder, which I'm a big fan of. So I think I'm gonna like this. You do pick up a lot of product at one time, so I'm gonna tap that off. There is no scent. Oh yeah, pretty. This reminds me exactly like the Glowish powder that I am like obsessing over now. Oh, that's pretty. I mean, to me, this is not translucent. I would have to see it on someone with deeper skin to be able to kind of know that for sure. Oh yeah, definitely am seeing some luminosity coming through. And you guys know this is like a perfect product for me because I do have such dry skin. Ooh. Okay. You could even use this if you are somebody that you're just a minimalist through and through and you like highlight, but you like a very subtle highlight. You could use this as a highlight. So I'll get up close. We can see the difference, hopefully. It doesn't offer a whole lot of actual coverage like I feel like the Glowish one does, but I do definitely see a soft diffusing property, and I definitely see a lot of luminosity on this side versus this side. It's a beautiful finish. I think the formula is nice. I definitely feel like it does blur the skin. It definitely set everything down, and I love the luminous quality that it has. It's not translucent. Moving on. I'm going to spray my complexion really quick, as I always do. I'm going in with my Huda Beauty Glow Cocoa Mist. I love this so dang much, you guys. And then with a dry sponge, I'm just gonna press everything in. This really just kind of takes away any dryness, any powderiness, and makes all your makeup kind of become one with the complexion as opposed to everything kind of sitting on top of the skin. And I'm actually really liking the eyes. Oh yeah, I did finish up my eyes. I went in with the shade Glisten on the brow bone, and then back in with Spiced Coral and Buttercup for the lower lash line. So we're definitely very summery. And it's been at least 20 minutes. Obviously, I did my brows and did my base and stuff like that. And normally these types of products, of course I will get up close. By this point, they have already started cracking and flaking on me. So I will say these are one of the better formulas like this that I've used. Again, not beginner friendly. Again, if you have older or crepey, dry, textured lids, maybe not the best product in the world for you. So moving along. Next up, we are going to go in with the Weekend Vibes Belgian Waffle 6-color baked bronzer and highlighter palette from BH Cosmetics. I'm only going to go with the bronzer because I have a separate blush palette from Kate and a separate highlighter from Kate. I'm going to go in with my Judy brush from the crayon case, but I'm going to go in, I think, with Batter and try that one first. And what I'm looking for with a bronzer, there's not any kick up at all. What I'm looking for is, do I place it down and it just sticks and becomes muddy and just sticks in one place? I hate that, cannot stand that. You know, does it blend out well? Is it buildable? I prefer, especially with blushes and bronzers, I like a more buildable product that I can kind of layer and build it up as I want to my desired level of pigmentation. But then I also don't like something that I'm going in 55 times to get any pigmentation. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. And I always start back here toward my hairline. And how I do my eyeshadow application, I kind of press and then I will start to diffuse. I can already tell you I think I'm going to like it. So you can see it's already started to lay down product, but it's not sticking in place. I'm able to build it up and it doesn't look muddy or patchy. So I really like this so far. I guess I could have taken my hair down after I did the eyes. Sorry about that, guys. Ooh, yeah, and it's definitely matte, but it has kind of a satin-like quality to it. Hopefully you guys can see that. So I think if you have oily or dry skin, you're going to appreciate this formula. Yeah, so you can definitely see it, but it's not like crazy, crazy impactful. It's not like, whoa, shit, you put it on and then you're kind of screwed. Oh, yes. Oh, I love that. I like that a lot, you guys. And the reason I start back here, especially if you do have longer hair, obviously I do not now, but if you kind of start back here first with your blushes and your bronzers, you guys, and then kind of, you know, diffuse it out the rest of the, and then kind of diffuse it out. If you go in a little too heavy-handed right here, or like I said, it just kind of sticks and patches and becomes muddy and it's a shit show, chances are your hair is going to hide that part. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I always do mine kind of starting there and then kind of press and walk the brush down. And you guys will also notice I don't ever put product here and here because I have very prominent smile lines. Also, I'm a little bit more mature and product just gathers in here and it does not look good. It is not flattering at all. So I definitely try to keep my products built back up towards this part of my face. And then of course we go over the nose just a little bit. And I forgot the freaking blush. Aww. I'm not even going to risk it, you guys, having powder on my complexion, so I will try this at another time. Damn it. That sucks. Okay, this I love. The Wenzdae Cosmetics so far I like, and the Jouer powder so far I really, really love. We're going to move on. Before I get to the blush and the highlight, I'm going to go in with this Colourpop freckle pen. I've never tried to do fake freckles, ever, in my life. And I did get the shade Soft Brown. Well, I lied. I did them for like a Halloween thing or something like that, but I've never used an actual freckle pen. So it kind of just looks like a, you know, I guess a standard liner. And I figured if I didn't like this, I could always use it for my brows. So I'm going to go in very lightly first. The color of this is really nice. And I don't know how fast it dries down, so I am going to press this side out first before going in with the other side. And I'm just using my fingers. I wish it was slightly warmer than this. I feel like freckles, like, you know, even in the summertime when I get a little bit of sun and my freckles kind of pop through, my freckles are a little bit warmer than this. And the reason I'm doing this now before putting blush and everything on is because as I kind of layer product, it's going to kind of make them become one with my skin, if you will. And you'll see I'm kind of pressing in a little bit hard and doing some really, really softly. Because when we have freckles, they are all different sizes. And I guess the only thing I can judge with this is, you know, the tone of it and the undertone of it. I definitely feel like it could be a little bit warmer. And I like that it's pigmented and pigmented enough that I see it, but not so much that it's literally, that it literally just looks like, you know, big black dots or something on my complexion. And then I'll take my sponge. Okay, cute, real cute. So we're gonna go in with the BH Cosmetics Chocolate Cherry Truffle. And it is a 4-color blush palette, also from Kate. And I'm dying to get into this, you guys. I think I'm gonna go with this one. And it's not normally my preference for a blush, but it looks really, really beautiful. A lot comes out with just a little bit of a tap. I don't always mind that. Fallout doesn't bother me. And then I'm gonna start here and go across the bridge of the nose and then bring my way up. Definitely pigmented, but blending out beautifully like I like. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. Okay, my outlook on the look is looking up, y'all. We're finding products that we're loving. I'm excited now. Now I'm gonna go in. I've never had anything like super bougie like this, you guys. This is the Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette, highlight and blush. I'm so incredibly, incredibly grateful, and I hope that I love this, because if I don't love this, I may cry. And I don't know if these have, okay, I guess it does have shades. This is 002 Glitz. It's so freaking beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's beautiful. So this has glitter strobe gold, glitter strobe pink, and then peach and bronze, I guess are the blush shades. I don't know. I'm going to use it as highlight only. And I do like that there is a lighter highlight, a mid-tone, and then like medium going into deep. So I definitely feel like many people can use this. This I will swatch for y'all because I'm excited. I feel like this is going to be, yep, like the Amrezi formula from ABH, which is a beautiful, beautiful formula. Oh my gosh. Okay, I will say the first 2 shades have, I feel like, maybe glitter in them. They don't feel quite as smooth as the bottom 2, which I guess are more supposed to be the blushes. So this is, hold on, let me look. Glitter strobe gold, glitter strobe pink, peach, and then bronze. So I think you can even visibly see it here. Like there's just a little bit more texture here, whereas these are like quite wet and creamy. But it does not really matter when you swatch them. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hope I love these. Going in with my Laura Los Angeles L25, I hope is what it says. And I think I'm going to go between this and this, these two right here. I'm going to get a little bit because I'm really scared. Please let me like this. Whoa. Yeah, that's beautiful. It definitely reminds me of the Amrezi one. It doesn't accentuate texture and things like that. Blinding, but also buildable. Like, I don't feel like I have, you know, a big patch on my complexion. Ooh, pretty, pretty. Oh, yes, that's so pretty. And I love that a variety of people can use this. I like that you could use these bottom ones as like bronzer toppers and stuff like that as well. You could use them as eyeshadows. Ooh. that I like. Next, I'm going to curl my lashes, and then we're going to come back and go on with the Lancome Lash Idole mascara. All right, my lashes are curled. Y'all, I'm really impressed by the freaking Flakes. Again, normally within 15 or 20 minutes of me having these on my lids, they crease to high hell. They start flaking and cracking off. I'm impressed. So I'm gonna go in. It's definitely a wet formula. I can kind of feel it and kind of see it on the brush. That's not always my favorite. And it does have like more of the like silicone teeth on it, and it's curved. Not always my favorite, but I do like to layer these and use a mascara like this to kind of, you know, open up the lashes and really lengthen. And then I go in with a volumizing mascara as well. So I'm gonna pull my mirror up. Ooh, that smells nice. It doesn't have like a, I guess, traditional, like very strong, overpowering mascara scent. It is very, very black. And it is definitely separating. I like that. I mean, I would still layer, for me personally, and that's personal preference. I would still layer it. But you can definitely see, like, you know, some curl and some lift and lengthening. I think I'm gonna love it for the bottom lashes. These are my preference for bottom lash mascara. Just because I feel like they really get coated and it really lengthens them. Okay, I'm gonna clean up my flub and then do this side, and I'll be right back. All right, beauties, we are back. I went in to finish my look up with my Gourmande Girls Pumpkin Lipstick. I know so many of you have this, and I thought it would be perfect with this. I love it. I actually really love overall everything. I love the look as a whole. I'm gonna have to definitely update you guys on the eyeshadows. Again, there's nothing wrong with them. They're just a little bit dry and they kind of blend away. I don't like that. I like to, you know, blend everything in, press everything in, and then kind of diffuse my edges. And I'm not used to my, you know, my eyeshadow just kind of disappearing on me. The Wenzdae Cosmetics, I'm actually pretty damn impressed by that. I do not have really good luck with those types of products. I love the complexion. The Jouer powder is beautiful. It's not translucent. I think if you have medium to deep skin, it would be a beautiful highlighter. Speaking of highlighter, this Dior palette, the Dior Backstage Glow Face palette, holy shit. I'm so happy that I love it, you guys. It's beautiful. So beautiful. The mascara I really like. Definitely wouldn't wear it on its own. It's not like enough for me. It's enough for like a daytime look or if I'm just, you know, running an errand, which I don't do. I love both BH Cosmetics palettes. I will of course keep, you know, continue to try them. I want to try the highlight in this so badly now because everything else looked beautiful. The brow product was a no for me, and the palette so far it's just okay. Color story, everything is nice. What you see in the pan is what goes onto the eyes. I just feel like you're gonna have to work kind of hard to get a look. But I think overall we had a pretty decent first impressions. I love you, beauties. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.